What's up, Browns Nation? Coming at you straight from the heart of Cleveland, bringing the heat for all you die-hard Cleveland Browns fans. Today we're diving headfirst into a story that's got everyone talking. The explosive situation in our quarterback room and the trade possibilities that could shake things up big time in 2025. So grab a beer, get comfy on the couch, and let's talk Browns football, because this thing is heating up fast. Before we get started, hit that like button to support the channel, and make sure you're subscribed with the bell turned on so you never miss a video. And hey, Dog Pound, drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think will be the Browns' starting QB in 2025? Let's get the conversation going, because we're family here. If you're a Browns fan, you already know our team never does things the easy way, and 2025 is shaping up to be pure drama when it comes to the quarterback position. According to a hot new article from Sports Illustrated on May 7, 2025, ESPN insider Jeremy Fowler dropped a bombshell. The Browns might be looking to trade one of our QBs before the season even starts. That's right, folks. Our quarterback room is more crowded than First Energy Stadium during a Steelers game, and it looks like a trade is looming. Let's take a step back and look at how we got here. The Browns completely overhauled the QB position this offseason. We brought in veteran Joe Flacco. He's like that seasoned uncle who can still sling it. We traded for Kenny Pickett, a former first-rounder from the Steelers, and in the 2025 draft, we shocked the whole NFL by selecting not one, but two quarterbacks, Dillon Gabriel from Oregon in the 3rd round and Shedeur Sanders from Colorado in the 5th. Oh, and let's not forget Deshaun Watson, who's still on the roster but dealing with injury issues and that contract that's weighing down our salary cap like an anchor. Yeah, that's a whole lot of QBs, Dog Pound. But here's the real deal. According to Fowler, the Browns are looking at this QB room as value and currency. Translation? They're thinking about flipping one of these guys for draft capital, especially if another NFL team has a QB injury mid-season. And with 5 quarterbacks on the roster, we all know not everyone's going to be happy. Like the old football saying goes, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. Now imagine having 5. So, Dog Pound, what do you think? Who should be the starter? And who do you think is on the trading block? Drop your takes in the comments. I want to hear that Dog Pound roar. Now, let's talk about Dillon Gabriel, because that 3rd-round pick caught a lot of people off guard. According to Sports Illustrated, the Browns were borderline obsessed with Gabriel before the draft. They did their homework and were shocked the media didn't hype him up more. But here's the kicker. There's a reason for that surprise. A bunch of NFL teams didn't even have Gabriel on their draft boards. Noah Weisskopf, a Cleveland-based insider, posted on X that most teams saw Gabriel as a 6th-rounder, or even undrafted. That's right. Some franchises didn't even consider him a draftable player, but the Browns, with either brilliant vision or total madness, depending on how you see it, spent a 3rd-round pick on the former Oregon QB. And the craziest part? They probably could have gotten him way later, since no one else seemed to be that hyped. But let's give Gabriel some credit. In 2024, the guy played for Oregon against the Big Ten, one of the toughest conferences, and threw for 3,857 yards, 30 touchdowns, and only 6 interceptions, with a completion rate of 72.9%. He also ran for 7 touchdowns. Solid numbers, right? But ESPN insider Benjamin Solak threw cold water on the hype, saying Gabriel doesn't have the ideal size to make all the throws the NFL demands, and that he doesn't make up for it with arm talent or mobility like Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson. Solak doubts Gabriel will make much noise in our QB room, especially with Sanders in the picture. So, Dog Pound, do you trust Gabriel as a 3rd-round pick, or do you think it was a reach? And if he gets traded, do you think we could get decent value in return? I'm curious to hear what you all think. Now, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. This guy is an emotional roller coaster for us. the son of the legendary Deion Sanders, fell all the way to the 5th round in the draft, which was one of the biggest surprises of 2025. The Browns, always sharp, traded up and grabbed him at pick 144. According to Jeremy Fowler, it was a masterstroke by GM Andrew Berry, who started making calls late in the 4th round to lock in Sanders. So why did Shedeur fall so far? According to Cleveland.com insider Mary Kay Cabot, the Browns had concerns about his negative plays in college, like sacks and interceptions. In 2024, Shedeur put up impressive numbers: 434 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, with a 74% completion rate and a 168.2 passer rating. But he also took a lot of sacks, with a pressure-to-sack rate of 22.4%, one of the worst among QBs in the draft. For comparison, Gabriel had only 13.9%. That weighed heavily in the Browns' decision to initially place Gabriel ahead of Sanders. On the depth chart, still, Sanders has crazy potential. He's charismatic, has a strong arm, and has shown he can lead an offense. And let's be real, he dropped in the draft for reasons beyond just football, like overhype and some attitude. Concerns that scared teams off. But here in Cleveland, we love an underdog, right? Sanders has the chance to silence everyone who passed on him. As Deion Sanders said, "Prove everybody who doubted you wrong." And I know the dog pound is rooting for him. So, what do you all think of Shedeur? Is he going to be the steal of the draft, or will he have to fight for a roster spot? And if he shines in training camp, could we see him starting right away? Drop your thoughts in the comments. While the rookies are stirring things up, we can't forget the vets. Joe Flacco, at 41 years old, is like fine wine. He seems to be getting better with age. He's already had success with the Browns, and many believe he could start Week 1, especially if Kevin Stefanski wants a veteran to begin the season. But like Deion Sanders joked, he's my age. Can Flacco handle a full season? Then there's Kenny Pickett, a total wild card. The former first-round pick never quite found his footing in Pittsburgh. He came to Cleveland via trade and is now trying to prove he's more than just a backup. But with Gabriel and Sanders on the roster, space is tight. Bleacher Report even listed Flacco as a possible trade candidate. So who knows, maybe he's the one who ends up leaving Cleveland. And of course, there's the elephant in the room, Deshaun Watson. The guy's dealing with serious injuries. He reportedly tore his Achilles again, according to a January 2025 post on X, and that contract is killing our cap space. Browns Nation insider Terry Pluto said that deal is going to haunt us for years. Will the Browns try to move on from Watson somehow? That's a topic for another video, but I want to hear your thoughts. Does Watson still have a future in Cleveland? Back to the main story. Jeremy Fowler reports the Browns spent a 3rd-rounder and 2 5th-round picks to bring in Gabriel, Sanders, and Pickett. That's a heavy investment, but it also gives them flexibility. If another team loses a QB to injury, Cleveland could deal one and recoup some draft capital. And with such a crowded room, a trade feels inevitable. Think about it, Dog Pound. We've got Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, Sanders, and Watson. Someone's getting left out, and no one wants a talented QB riding the bench all season. Fowler said Gabriel is a priority for the Browns, so maybe Pickett or even Flacco are the most likely to be moved. But if Sanders shines at training camp, who's to say he doesn't become the untouchable one? And, get this, Sporting News said, trade talks involving Sanders will continue until the Browns trim the QB room. So buckle up, Browns training camp is going to be wild. What's at stake here is the future of our team. The Browns are clearly searching for a franchise quarterback, but are also playing smart. Drafting 2 QBs was a bold move, but it shows that Andrew Berry is thinking outside the box. If one of these guys becomes the next Baker Mayfield, who, by the way, silenced a lot of haters after being mocked in the 2018 draft, we might be the ones laughing last. But there's another side to this. CBS Sports questioned the Sanders pick, saying the Browns' vision doesn't make sense, especially after trading away a shot at Travis Hunter for a future first-rounder. And Yahoo Sports pointed out that Sanders' sack issues could limit his NFL impact. So yeah, the pressure's on, and the dog pound will be watching every snap in training camp. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you, Browns Nation. Which QB do you think will lead the Browns in 2025? Flacco with the experience, Pickett with a hunger for redemption, Gabriel with all the hype, or Sanders with that chip on his shoulder? And who do you think gets traded? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your opinions keep this channel alive. And hey, I've got a challenge for you. Share this video with at least one fellow Browns fan and tag them in the comments. Let's grow the dog pound and show the world that Cleveland is where football lives. That's it, folks. The 2025 season is shaping up to be a roller coaster, and the Browns are at center stage. With a packed QB room, trade rumors, and 2 rookies full of potential, we've got a lot to look forward to. So stay tuned. Training camp is going to be insane, and I'll keep bringing you all the updates right here on the channel. Thanks for watching Dog Pound. Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's keep supporting our team with the passion only Cleveland has. Until next time, and as always, go Browns.